Hello everyone, my name's Bran with Budget with Bran, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd do something different. I have been seeing or been enjoying some videos of people doing their debt payoff plans, and so I thought I would just share our 2020 debt payoff plan to just let you guys know what we have planned and kind of how we motivate ourselves to pay off the amount of debt that we have now. So the first thing I do want to write down, well, I guess I'll just write 2020 debt payoff plan. So 2020 debt payoff plan. And I am using these Sharpie pens. You can get them on Amazon. I think like a pack of 12, or I don't even know how much come in the box, but there was a lot in the box and it was only like $10. So that's what I've been using. I enjoy these Sharpie pens or any type of pen that has a really fine point that you could write with. These are just really good for me, and I just really enjoy them. So that's what I've been using. Now, the first couple things I do want to write down is our goals after we pay off debt, just to let you guys know kind of like what we're working towards. I know that for me personally, writing down goals or writing down like what I want to achieve for the month, that just doesn't help motivate me. I do like making things cute and at least like a pen to paper type of girl when it comes to budgeting, and I also have like a spreadsheet online that I go off of, but I'm not really a goal writer. I'm kind of just like in my head, okay, I know what I need to do, this is what I want to accomplish, and this is what we have them for. So I'm just gonna let you guys know kind of why we're on this journey and what we plan to accomplish like right after we pay off debt. Now, I am gonna say that we are kind of following the Dave Ramsey inspired budget where we're doing the Snowball. We're kind of gonna Frankenstein it a little bit, because after we get a couple debts down, we're gonna put one of the larger debt, our freedom debt, next instead of the payoff and the car loan, which the payoff would have been next, but we're gonna put the freedom just because so much money is going towards interest. But I mean, I say inspired because right now we don't have or are not saving for like an emergency fund, and I know that's really unheard of with people who are budgeters. But I don't know, me and my husband just both agreed that we kind of want to just get some cards down, and then we'll talk about putting in emergency fund and kind of saving for something. We want an emergency fund. It's not that we don't want one. It's just right now, at least just pay off one or two cards, and then from there, maybe get that emergency fund or even start sinking funds. So I just wanted to just throw that out there that, we're not afraid of car loans or mortgages or car debt. We understand that you need credit to get an apartment complex. You need credit to buy a house. You need credit to get cars. And of course, you can pay all of that in cash, but that's kind of just like not what we want to do. So this might sound silly, but when we do pay off debt, the first thing that we want to do is buy my husband a new car. That's like one of the first things. We've been together 8 years, and I got a new car before we had gotten married. We were still dating, but my husband's always had like hand-me-down cars, beaters that his dad bought him. So this is really important for us. Well, for him mostly. I mean, I would like for him to have a new car and be able to enjoy that. And that would just be like a really big reward for paying off the debt that we do have. So that's something that we definitely want to do. And he's still thinking of which one we want to do first, but obviously a new house. We don't want to live in apartment complexes. I mean, we enjoy living in apartment complexes, don't get me wrong. I think having and owning a house is very intimidating because, I mean, in an apartment complex, something breaks down, they got to deal with it. They got to get you a new washer, new dryer, new refrigerator. But when you do own a house, depending on if you have like, warranties on your items, like, you got to pay that out in full, So right now we're enjoying, living in apartments, but eventually we do want a house. And then we want a family. So I really want kids. I feel like my husband can do without, but I don't know, I just feel like I've always been meant to be a mom. So we settled on one. We're gonna have one kid, and I want to be able to provide for that kid. I grew up in a household where we didn't have a lot of money, and my mom hustled and bustled, and she did what she could to provide for us, but we didn't have a lot. And so I've grown to be very grateful for what I have, but I want to be able to make sure that when I bring my child into this world, at least I can have this stuff for them and be able to clothe them and feed them. And I know that everyone says you're never really going to be ready to have kids or be financially ready, but at least be a little ready, so those are our 3 main goals. Once we get this debt paid off, new car for my husband, save up for a down payment on a new house, and then once all that's done, finally start a family. So going into our debt payoff plan, now in January, we are going to be paying off our PlayStation card. That is the card that we have been paying down, and for a fact, I don't care what happens, we are paying down that card in January. We actually get 3 paychecks in January, so we're gonna have the extra funds to do so. So let's go ahead. I have these little Erin Condon stickers here. I'm just going to use them to mark down when we plan on paying everything off. Is that crooked? So January, we are going to be paying off the PlayStation card. Now, I have this little scrapbook here to kind of just let you know how we plan on paying everything down. So for the PlayStation card, we are going to be putting the $68, which is the minimum payment. And for the month of December, we are putting right now the balance is like $1,080 or something. So we do plan on putting about $300 or more this month in December. So I'm going to say the amount that we're going to be putting towards to actually pay it off is $700 for the payoff. And then this will be paid off. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull up. I have this little spreadsheet here that I do use for our monthly expenses and like what we plan on doing for the month. I have it for the whole month. I don't know if you guys can see that, like all our expenses, and I have like extras down here. Now the next card that we are working on would be my Disney card. So let me go ahead and get the balance owed right now. Okay, so right now the balance is sitting at $2,655.12. We already paid for December, so in January we would be putting $88 in January. And so $2,655.12 plus, minus 88. And then I'm going to add 40 for interest because I'm noticing that only about half of our payments going towards interest. So in February, our balance will be $2,607.12. Now, because we paid off the PlayStation in January, we are going to be adding the $68 that we are paying for the PlayStation card to the minimum payment for our Disney card. So 88 plus 68 is 156. So we are going to be put $156 in February for the minimum. And then we are also going to be putting about, let's see what I have planned for February, because I do know my husband's birthday's in that month, and then I also know that my mom's birthday's in that month, and I have to pay for tax that month as well. So in February, let's see, February, we are going to be putting $500 towards the debt snowball. What is that? A BEP snowball. Okay. So 2607 minus 156 minus 500. And then I'll go ahead and add the 40 of the interest that we might accrue on the card. And that's going to bring the debt balance down to $1,991 for February. And then we're going to go ahead and subtract 156 for the March minimum. And then for March, we only have my birthday for March. So we are going to be able to put the $700 in. And girl, this is if nothing happens. So this is a very optimistic debt payoff plan. Obviously, if things pop up, that's going to change the course of what our plans are. But for right now, this is what we have. So for debt snowball, 700. Let's go ahead and go back to our calculator. So $1,991 minus 156 minus 700 plus 40 is $1,175. Now, April's going to be different because by this time we are moving in with our best friends. They're going to be our roommates. And what we're hoping is that us moving in with them will lower the amount that we have to pay for rent. And it'll also, allow us to have some more money in our pocket. In February is when we normally get our merit raises at work as well, both me and my husband. So that will also free up some income. But for right now, I'm just going to base it off of what we make now and the bills that we do pay now. But I just want to let you know that could, change things. It could speed up how much we're paying off and how fast we're going to be paying it off. So in April, we're going to put the 156 for April minimum payment. And then the 700 for our debt snowball. So 156 minus 700 plus 40. And that does bring the balance to $359. And then obviously in May, we will be able to pay this off. So we're going to put the 156 towards the May minimum. And then by that time, we'd only need to put $203 towards the debt snowball. And this card will be paid off. Okay, so that would be May is when we are going to be able to pay off. So in May, we are going to be paying off my Disney card. Yes. Okay. Now, in May, we still would have been able to put $497. So when we move on to the next card, I'll go ahead and add that in here. So that was for the Disney, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the Amex. Now the Amex in May, or in June, I should say, we will be starting at $3,000. So because this does not have a minimum, I can't add it to the minimum balance that we were paying for the Disney. So it'll be still $156 for June minimum. And then we'll go ahead and put the $497 for the May leftover. And see if we have anything crazy for May. We should be able to put $800 in May. So that'd be the Snowball. Okay. So let's see, 3,000 minus 156 minus 497 minus 800. Now this also has the same APR as the Disney, so I'll go ahead and add 40 just in case for interest for this month, and that will already lower the balance to $1,587. And I'll go ahead and move it to the next page. So $1,587 is what we'll have for June. Okay. And then in July, we get paid 3 times. So in July, it'll be the $156 for the minimum. July. And then we will be able to put $2,300 in debt. So by that time, let's see, 1,587 minus 156. We would only need $1,431 to go ahead and put towards the Snowball. And this one will be paid off. Yay! So that will be in July. So in July, our Amex will be paid off. Paid off. Cool. Alrighty, so our next card that we will be working on, technically we should be working on our consolidated loan, but by that time, our freedom will be more. So we're gonna hit the freedom because the freedom is just not putting any money towards debt or towards the principal balance at all. We're paying about $200 and only $60 of that is going towards the actual balance of the card. So let's see, 1,431 minus 2,300, 869. So that's what we'd be putting or bringing over to August. So let me go ahead and see what my freedom balance is right now. So it is at $65.39, and we're paying, let me just write that down really somewhere here, $65.39. Okay, and $60 a month from January to, it would be July, so that's 7 months. So 60 times 7 is going to be $420. So $65.39 minus $420 is $6,119 is what we're going to have for, or estimating for our August balance. Now we pay $199 or $205. It really does fluctuate. So we'll add the 156 to the 205. And our new minimum is going to be $361. Minimum for August. And then we're going to have $1,431 for our July rollover. And then for August, let's see. Our new debt snowball from August to July should be $800. So 6,119 minus 361 minus 1,431 minus 800. That'll bring this to For this month, I'm gonna add like $80 in interest just to be on the safe side. So $3,607 is what we're gonna have left over for August. And then going into September, we're gonna put the $361 for September. And then minus the $800. This card's gonna take us a while to pay off. For the Snowball. And that is a balance of $2,526. Girl, okay. And then for October, we'll put the $361 for October minus the $800 for the Snowball, and that is $1,445 left over. And then for November, $361 November, and then $800. My hand's over it. It's just like, dang girl, you still got stuff to pay. $361 minus $800, and that is going to be $364. And then in December, we'll be able to go ahead and pay this card off. So we'll just put $364 for December. And this one will be paid off. Yes. That's why we're moving to the Freedom next, because girl, it's just gonna take a long time. And then, like I said, I mean, you can never expect a raise, but we've been getting pretty consistent raises every year. So in December, we'll be able to put our Freedom. Right now our payoff is at $5,841.49, and we're putting about $190 away in principal balance. So $190. Now it'd be, because I'm filming that, we haven't paid the payoff yet. So it'd be 13 months, because it'd be from December all the way until December. So that is $2,470. And so okay, so by December, let's see. So in January of 2021, this will be at $3,371 with 49 cents. And I'm sure, you know, by that time, with the balance being so low, so much wouldn't be going towards interest. But the minimum payment that we were paying for this, or that we were paying for this, is $268. And we'll go ahead and add that to the $364 that we're paying every month already. And that balance is $632 for our January minimum. Minus the, I'm gonna go ahead and put $700 for the Snowball, because at that point, I don't even know what's going to be going on. I'm sure we had like Christmas and stuff that we had to prepare for. So, 3,371 minus 632 minus 700. Oop. That's going to be $2,039. And then we are going to minus 632 again for February. And I don't know what months in January. I think January is a 3 paycheck month too, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so January will actually be a 3 paycheck month. And if everything goes well, we'll actually be able to put $2,300 towards debt in January. So let me just cross this out. So it'd be 337,149 minus 632 minus 2,300. So this would be January again, sorry. And the snowball. And that would leave us with a balance of $438. So that'd be left over. And then we'll just go ahead and put $438 in February. And this will be paid off. So February 2021. So I'll just put Feb 2021. We'll be able to get the payoff loan paid off. Paid off. And then for the last debt that we would have by that time would be my, let's see, my car loan. So $4,033 minus. Now our snowball, 632 minus 438. So we'll have 194 left over for February. We'll have, now we'll have the 632, which is my minimum payment, plus 370, which is what I'm paying for my car. So it'll be $1,002 for March. And then $800, or sorry, $700 towards our debt snowball. And that is a balance of $2,137. And then we'll go ahead and minus the 1,002 for April, minus the 700 for the snowball. So that will be $435. So May 2021 will be our last debt that we do have to pay off. And that's perfect because I only have one more red sticky left. I'll go ahead and put it up here. $2,021 car paid off. Yay! Alrighty, so that is our plan for 2020 and spilling over to 2021. Now, there are a lot of things that are still going to affect this. Like I said, we are still going to be getting raises in February, March timeframe. We are going to be moving in with some roommates, so that'll lower the amount that we are going to be paying off in debt, or lowering the amount that we have to pay in rent, which we're projecting about $400 extra that we're going to have a month. So our $700 or $800 payment could change to about $1,200 payments. And if that's the case, then we're just going to get the ball rolling and get this debt paid off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video. Just kind of letting you guys know what our plans are for the month, or for the year, I should say, and kind of just what our goals are. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and comment and like the video if you enjoyed it. And I'll go ahead and see you guys next week. Bye!